The Pittsburgh Steelers are now second in their division to the Baltimore Ravens, with the Cincinnati Bengals losing to the Houston Texans. And with the Steelers just getting a win over the Green Bay Packers, this is a very good sight for the Steelers moving forward. They win this game against the Green Bay Packers 23-19, and Kenny Pickett didn't do much in this game. 14-23, 126 passing yards, 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, clean game. After seeing Mitch Trubisky play for a good portion of last season, I'll take that quarterback play. They ran the football with Najee Harris and Jaylen Warren. And if this is a formula with this team moving forward, I love it. This was easily the best game for Najee Harris this season. 16 carries, 82 yards, 1 touchdown. Jaylen Warren had 15 carries, 101 yards, and 1 touchdown. And George Pickens, 3 catches, 45 yards, leading wide receiver. And then you had Connor Hayward, 3 catches, 32 yards, and that was pretty much it for the offense. They did tread water in this game. For certain parts of the game, they were not able to do much in the pass game, but in the run game, they got things going, and Broderick Jones has been very good with this team. Ever since they put him in that starting lineup, they've been able to run the football at a higher rate, and I love that. Oddly enough, the Steelers win another one-score game, and that has been the formula with Mike Tomlin since he's been the head coach of this team. They beat the Tennessee Titans last week in similar fashion. It came down to the last play. They got a beautiful interception on Jordan Love. It was also another good play in this game. Patrick Peterson had a beautiful play on Christian Watson. Back of the red zone, tips the ball up. Keanu Neal comes out of nowhere, interception. Gives the Steelers the ball back. It was a terrible officiating play in this game as well. The referees were terrible on both sides of the ball today when it came to the Green Bay Packers and to the Steelers. They converted a first down with pretty much with the ice the game. Calvin Austin is running a crossing route. He bumps into the cornerback. They say that it's offensive pass interference, but I see the San Francisco 49er receivers do this all the time. The Rams wide receivers did this a couple weeks ago against the Steelers, and they did not call a penalty for it. They have to be more consistent with their play calls, and they have to be more consistent with the flags they want to throw, because that could have easily cost the Steelers the game. But they rebound from it perfectly with their defense, and they made a lot of good plays towards the end of the game. Their secondary still bothers me a lot, because early in this game, Jordan Love was slinging the ball around like he was prime Aaron Rodgers. He had 2 touchdowns before he had those 2 interceptions. He was 21 of 40 on the day, 289 passing yards, and the run game was there. A.J. Dillon had 9 carries for 70 yards, but they held Aaron Jones in check, 13 carries for 35 yards, and that was pretty much it. Jaden Reed was the leading receiver against the Steelers. He had 5 catches, 84 yards. But on the day, Jordan Love only got sacked once, but they were able to go back there and get a lot of pressure on him. And guess who was the guy that came away with the sack? The best defensive player in football, T.J. Watt. So this defense of the Steelers, they're still coming in, being very opportunistic with their linebacking play. I'm talking about guys like Alice Highsmith and T.J. Watt. The middle linebackers still do bother me. Quan Alexander left this game early on. Landon Roberts came in and he looked okay with this team. With them not having Cole Holcomb for the rest of the season because he blew his knee out against the Tennessee Titans, I am worried about the defense in that aspect. But if they can go out there and they can run the football at a high rate like how they did today, and Kenny Pickett can play clean football and take what the defense gives him, if they can just move the football with this team, they can be in a very good situation moving forward. They have 14 points in the first quarter. Usually this team only scores 7 points in the first quarter. That was the least in the NFL. I love that for them, but they're going to have to be more consistent throughout the quarters. Usually they end the game strong on the offensive end. They didn't end it out strong in this game. They ended the game strong off the defensive side and the defensive side alone. And like I said again, that flag with Calvin Austin III coming across the middle, that definitely hurt this team, because that could have iced out the game and it could have gave them more production in the stat sheet. But at the end of the day, I don't care about the stat sheet. As long as this team goes out there and they get the win, that's all that matters. But right now they are second in their division and they can be turning some heads. All they need is for this defense to continue to play solid, and they just need their offense to wake up. That's it. The defense has been carrying them for the first half of this season. We're halfway towards the season. So in the back half, this offense can wake up like how it did last season. On the back half of the season, this team can be in a very good situation. If they can just go out there and score 23 to 27 points, this is a Steelers team that can be in a very good situation. I also want to give props to Matt Canada for not giving up on the run. They ran more motion in this game than they have in the entire season. Continue to do that with Deontay Johnson and George Pickens. I know Deontay Johnson did not have the best numbers in the stat sheet, but he was able to move around and get some things going in the open field to open up some rushing lanes for Najee Harris and for Jaylen Warren. But having Matt Canada on the sideline has definitely been a major up for this team. I'm not saying that he's still a good offensive coordinator, because I still do have a lot of doubts about him. But with the plays that he was calling today, it definitely complimented Kenny Pickett, and it definitely helped out this offensive line as well. So let me know in the comment section below how you feel about the Steelers team. Can they make a strong playoff push as we're headed towards the end of this season? We're still in the middle of the season, but in the next couple of games, can they string some more wins together, and can they be a dominant force in this division? If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. If you like the video, hit the like button. Most importantly, I want each and every last one, guys, stay safe, stay positive. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Peace.